Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Bava, and I jumped in the very first Theros Prerelease draft. And let's take a look at some of the stuff we got. We've got Nylea, God of the Hunt. We can bring up a preview pane, I think, here. Make things a little bit bigger. If that works for you guys for now. And Nylea is pretty rad. I'm going to bring up the goats over here. And probably no prices here yet. Goatbot's currently buying Nylea for $4. Trample and a consistent pump effect is pretty sweet. What else are we looking at? Alright, so Emissary is pretty cool. Horizon Chimera. Fade into Antiquity. Hopeful Eidolon. We're just taking the god here, and we're happy to do it. Green is a strong color. And we could just stick with a lot of green. Let's see. Coordinated Assault is really great for heroic decks. Green-red heroic's not great. Green-red big guys is really good. Time to Feed's good. What else do we have here? Stone Shock Giant. Demolish. Two-Headed Cerberus. Let's see just how much we can get into green. The Battlemaster is good for our devotion. Man, Time to Feed's probably not going to come back around, which we'd love it too. But we'll take the Battlemaster here. And there is... This guy's not super great. Blue-green tempo's totally a thing. I really feel like I want this Lightning Strike if I'm going to be in green-red, and green-red's pretty sweet. Agent of Horizons would be great for a green-blue deck, though. But Horizon Chimera would also be great in green-blue. Or we just take the Lightning Strike and we go big green-red here. Tough choices. Alright, I think we got to go with the Lightning Strike. And we'll see. Warrior's Lesson is a great heroic activator for some of our dudes. Feral Invocation's cool. Gray Merchant. Lash of the Whip, Messenger Speed. Alright, so here's a 3/3 for 3. And that wants to be green-white. Green-white would be much more of a heroic deck than green-red, which is more of a big guy's deck. Feral Invocation works really well in general, and pretty sweet with our heroic things. I think we'll just grab that. Okay. So two of the same color hate cards, which I like this. I think we'll take the foil Two-Headed Cerberus. He could be quite a threat here. The Baleful Eidolon is pretty great in black. But this goes with our lightning strike, which we're happy to have. I haven't seen anything yet that really makes me want to be in white. But you never know. Rescue from the Underworld's a cool card. Witch's Eye. Commune with the Gods. Spark Jolt. Alright. Well, black seems pretty darn open, doesn't it? That's a sorcery. I think we'll go ahead and grab the Spark Jolt here. A lot of return stuff. There's also the Wave Crash Triton. He's a good heroic card. Hunt the Hunter. Oh, here's the Nessian Asp. Probably the best common in the set, I think. Actually do like the Wild Celebrants as well, but we definitely want the Asp here. Dragon Mantle, it does draw you a card, so it's a cantrip. It gives a creature fire breathing and it activates heroic, so it's not bad. But I think that these auras, even as cantrips, are not necessarily strong. I'm not sure if they're what we really want to be doing, especially not when there's a big Asp in the deck, which is great. Okay, so we have the Oread and we have the Vulpine Goliath, and I think we want the Goliath here. We do want to start getting some ramp so we can get some of these big guys. Alright, what are we seeing? Mnemonic Wall, Griptide, Commune with the Gods. I think maybe we just take someone's Griptide or someone's Mnemonic Wall away. I don't particularly want Commune with the Gods here. I don't care too much about these other things. I think we'll take the Griptide. Hey, the Time to Feed came around. I prefer that over the Cerberus. We'll grab that. Maybe the other Cerberus will come around anyway. So here's another big guy, or we can get the Satyr Rambler. Nothing else here I'm super excited about. We'll grab the Satyr. Yeah, and we'll get the Traveler's Amulet for a little fixing. Some Centaurs. March of the Returned. It's actually a really good card at instant speed. It's pretty mediocre at sorcery speed. Oh good, and a mountain. Just what I wanted. So let's see here. Six. She does not give herself trample. Reaper of the Wilds. This guy is so good. He's worth splashing black just for him. Yeah. What else do we have in here? Vanquish the Foul, Disciple, Warden, Wingsteed Rider, Vulpine Goliath, Nessian Asp, and Wave Crash Triton, Spearpoint Oread. So there's all the good cards right down here. Sentry of the Underworld, I think, is pretty powerful as well in a black-white deck. Just having flying and vigilance, and if you put anything on him, make him like a 5/5 or something, he's pretty tough. Battle-wise, Hoplite is actually really good in the blue-white heroic deck. Alright, so there's Timoret, the Murder King. What do we see here? There's a Staunch-Hearted Warrior. Cavern Lampad is the one that grants Intimidate. Man, we didn't even have to be in red. We could totally switch to green-black and just splash red. We do want green. But Keepsake Gorgon's pretty. Sacrifice Chimeret deals 2 damage to sacrifice return. Do we want the Murder King? The Staunch-Hearted Warrior? I think we'll take the Keepsake Gorgon here, because she's so good. Alright, so we're looking at black, but we still want to focus mainly on green. Savage Surge is good, but I want as many... I know I missed a Nessian Asp to get the Reaper of the Wilds. I feel like that was worthwhile, but I do want to get as many Nessian Asps as I can. He's really hard to remove. Alright, we're not shooting for black devotion, even if we do run black. So I think we just take the other Keepsake Gorgon over anything else. I would really like to get some kind of ramp. Okay, Artisan Sorrow is better at instant speed than Fade into Antiquity is at sorcery speed. Flying in Haste. Oh man, but there's the Cyclops. This guy's really good. Alright. Oh, but this exiles. And that means it can get rid of gods who are indestructible. However, I want to take these Cyclops here. Hopefully we'll see some more of those go around. So, for instance, Nylea, who's indestructible, is an enchantment. So she cannot be destroyed, but she can be exiled. Pretty big difference. Ooh, there's the Sedge Scorpion, the Baleful Eidolon, a Spellheart Chimera. I think Sedge Scorpion is our easy pick here. Again, I like Wild Celebrants okay, but Sedge Scorpion does a great job holding the field down while we try and get some of our bigger guys. Okay, so we have an overcosted Act of Treason. That scries 1. We have an overcosted Minotaur. I don't love this guy at all. And we have a little bit more fixing. Yeah, we'll take the Unknown Shores here, I think. Ooh, so there's some ramp. I mean, she costs 4. He only ramps once, and only into red, so I guess we will grab the Acolyte here. Alright. We're definitely green. Still hard to say Hoplite and Sentry went by. So the Vulpine Goliath, which we will take. Alright. So we want that Caryatid next turn if we can get it. This guy's good in red-white, destroying an enchantment's quite good. Maybe we'll take the Dragon Mantle here. Three good cards in black. Two cards I really like in red. The Hoplite, interesting. Viper's Kiss. I don't know about Boulderfall. I don't know about Viper's Kiss either. And I don't know about the Phalanx. Sure. I really don't think I'll play Boulderfall. I just can't see 8-point removal, and it only does 5 damage. Alright, so Reverend Hunter. Is big and green, right? Probably big and green. Mogi's Marauder, though. Yeah, he could be pretty good. Lash, if we're in black, Lash is good removal. Better than the rest of this. But I think we'll go ahead. Lash of the Whip is some of the better removal. Mogi's Marauder just kind of can win, though, but it's Devotion to Black. Let's grab the Lash of the Whip here. Perforos Emissary. He's pretty good in red. Not in love with him. He regenerates. He makes your opponent discard a card. There's so many of these guys going around. If I'd gotten a lot of them, that would have been great. Voyaging Satyr, there's our ramp, or a little bit of it. We'll grab that. Maybe I just grab the other Time to Feed. Pixies of Pandemonium. It's Pandemonious. Yeah, we'll grab that. Hello. I like Freeka's Mender. Don't like that guy. That's good fixing, but it's not ramp. I think I like this Gorgon better. Cutthroat Maneuver. That's good in black. We also have the Ill-Tempered Cyclops. I'm leaning more towards black than red. So let's grab that. Here's a 2/1 flyer for 3. Here's another Nessian Asp. As many Nessian Asps as we can get. Alright. Asphodel Wanderer seems fine. We're not playing Dragon Mantle. Three Nessian Asps and 3 Vulpine Goliaths. Alright, so this is green big stuff. And green Cavern Lampad's good here, right? Uh-oh. Nylea's Disciple is good too. +2/+2 Intimidate. Make something giant and really hard to block. Or get some life back, because we're going to have a lot of devotion to green. Alright, I think we got to go with the Disciple. We're probably cutting red out entirely. I love the Grumpy Cyclops. It's a pretty slow tempo hit. Titan Strength, Asphodel Wanderer. Alright, we're pretty much ditching red. That's a crappy black guy. That'll ramp us into our 6 drops, and she can block in a pinch. Voyaging Satyr. I'm a little sad we only saw one of those, and we didn't see any of the didn't see any of the nymphs, the 03 hexproof 1 mana of any color nymphs. She is, of course, awesome. Alright, Fleet Feather Sandals. I do like that card. Giving something giant flying. Giving blockers flying. Can be quite valuable. Alright, we have very little. We have 2 time defeats and a Lash of the Whip. Return Phalanx is just a 3/3 blocker for 2. But a 3/3 blocker for 2 is pretty good. Alright, we don't need any of our red cards. We certainly don't need that island. Okay. Well, it seems pretty good. We did what we wanted to, which is have a bunch of 4 drops, 5 drops, and 6 drops. We don't need the Unknown Shores. So we're going to take that out. We'll probably keep 18 land in both Traveler's Amulets. And we might even get rid of some of the small guys. Here, I will, let's see. I'll bring the preview pane back. This is a new set, so people don't know it quite as well. Let's see. He only wants to drag from the one corner. I'll make this as big as I can. Over here. Let's see. So unknown shores we don't need. Hey, come here. All right. We probably don't need Viper's Kiss, and we might not need these Wanderers either. Let's start at the end. All 3 Vulpine Goliaths, great. Freakus Mender. Battlemaster is a 3/3 for 5. What do we have that we can cast on him? We can cast Time to Feed on him, which makes him a 6/6. We can cast Feral Invocation on him, which makes him an 8/8. We can cast Viper's Kiss on him. Or even Lash of the Whip. However, that's pretty silly. I feel like with these guys that are already big, alright, we don't need the Fierce Band Centaurs because they suck. Alright, I'm going to put him up here. We'll call this the maybe pile for the Battlemaster. And with us sitting on 28 cards, the maybe pile's really the probably not pile at this point, because I like the Menders, I love the Asps, I love the Gorgons. Alright, and we're not doing too bad on removal. We've got, if you count the Gorgons, which, yeah, that's, I guess, a 7-costed removal, and they have to live that long. But then you also have a 3/6 Death Touch creature. Seems better than Boulderfall, right? Alright, Lash we're keeping. Reaper of the Wilds, so good. Look, we sort of have a little Gorgon sub-theme going on. Disciple, I think with these heavy drops and being this far in green, that getting some life is going to be good. Even if he's a 3/3 for 4. We have our first pick, Nylea. Look at her, she's beautiful. Everything has trample, and we can ramp, so that's awesome. So there's some ramp, there's some ramp. Here's a Cutthroat Maneuver. I think that's going to be good too. Feed Invocation, yes. This goes in the maybe pile. We have Reach here. We can always bring that in as a sideboard card against flyer decks. The Phalanx, Viper's Kiss, Asphodel Wanderer, Asphodel Wanderer. Okay, 16 creatures, ramp, ramp, ramp. Okay, so what if we take one of these out? Alright, what if we take both of these out? We put the Fleet Feather Sandals back in, because I like it. Alright, and we now have the Balmy Curve I want to see. We've got room for 18 land. Our curve literally starts at 4. But if we live that long, and we play this as slow as it's going to be, the meanest deck to us is going to be the blue deck, I think. It doesn't care how big our creatures get, it's going to use Griptide and End of the World, or whatever that other card is, to smack us around. Time to Feed has the big weakness that you need a creature in play for it to really be removal, and they can react to it as removal by killing your creature, and then it's not removal anymore. And then they 2-for-1 you. All the same, I think it's good in the big creature deck. I guess if we bring the Phalanx in, could actually do pretty well. Alright. It gives us a few creatures just to keep us alive, assuming that we see them. That's a rough choice. We'll see. We can, of course, change this around if we're up against a really aggressive deck. Let's check our mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21 green. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 black. All right. So 13 and 5. Seems pretty good, huh? We don't need double green until, besides Nylea's Disciple, until here. Let's just go 12 and 6. We should be very likely to see a forest with 12. And to see 2 forests in 12 for the time we're at 6 mana. And this will just help us make sure that we see a swamp. And we do need double swamps at 5 mana, which is going to be a little bit harder. But I think it should be reasonable enough. So there's our 18 lander, 3 Nessian Asps, and 3 Vulpine Goliaths. Seems really strong. Getting Nylea going seems very doable with this deck. I wish we'd gotten better ramp than this Acolyte. But we should be alright. Alright, so this is what we've got. Let's submit this. And I'll see you guys in round 1. I'm Bava, and you're watching MagicGatheringStrat. This is the very first Magic Online Theros draft for the pre-release. See you guys in a minute.